Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another Hammer Productions night. Tonight I will be reviewing The Damned, released in 1962, directed by Joseph Losey, from a script by Evan Jones, based on the 1960s novel The Children of the Light by H.L. Lawrence, starring Macdonald, Carey, Shirley Ann Field, Viveca Lindfors, Alexander Knox, Oliver Reed, Walter Gotell, James Villiers, and Rachel Gray. This film, from all of the promotional material that Hammer did for this film, made it look like it was going to be Hammer's version of The Village of the Damned. Hence even the titles for this film, with The Damned and the alternate title of These Are the Damned. But that's very misleading, as this film is nothing like The Village of the Damned. There are children in this, but they are not anything like what the children were in The Village of the Damned. Unlike how these promotional materials show these glowing eyes children in the promotional images for The Damned. But it is a very odd film because of the way these characters are portrayed and the characters are introduced. There is one normal character in this whole film, and that is Macdonald Carey's character of Simon. He is the only normal, sane-acting person in this film. And I'm not exaggerating on that, I don't believe. Because the other characters are Oliver Reed as King, and his sister character, Shirley Ann Fields, Joan, and his little gang of motorcycle freaks that run rampant all through this community, doing whatever they want, to no repercussions of what they're doing whatsoever. So that's odd. You know, there's one point where they come across a police officer, and he just tells them just move along, and then you have the character of Alexander Knox as Bernard, and his girlfriend, ex-wife, whatever she is, played by Viveca Lindfors, Freya. He has these children on this island area where he is keeping them locked up, and they have no contact with the outside world other than a video where he will talk to them every once in a while, because they are like some radioactive children, and they have ice cold bodies to where they can't feel warmth or anything to them. And like I said, they are completely isolated. It's just the children amongst themselves, and they have no contact with anyone from the outside world. And like I said, Macdonald Carey is the only character in this that is a normal character. And he comes across Shirley Ann Fields, Joan, who is working with her brother, with his gang, to help them to rob Simon. And then later on she goes to him, and she, almost like she's apologizing to him. He, being the good guy that he is, he goes ahead and he accepts her apology. And then along comes King again with his group, causing trouble for Simon. Simon, just leaves on his boat, trying to be peaceful. And while he's on the boat, he goes ahead and calls out to Joan, telling her, come with him. And she takes him up on this. She runs, being chased by King and his gang, and she jumps onto the boat with him, and then you have the moment where Shirley Ann Field is the most attractive and most hot in this whole film. She is on the boat with him, and they're talking, and he's looking down on her, and there's this overhead shot from his point of view, and her laying there looking up at him is the most beautiful shot of a woman that you could ever find in a film. She is just so attractive as a female. And ironically, Macdonald Carey's character is made to, put the moves on her after that. But who wouldn't? I mean, look at her. My God. And of course, prior to this, she was, kind of flirting with him and, like she was into it. So once he kisses her, she freaks out, and it's partially because of how her brother does her, because King is obsessed with her, and any guy comes around her, he will lock her up and keep her locked up as a punishment, and everything is what it is told. It's not ever shown, but, that's what the story is between this brother and sister in this. So that's a really odd storyline there going on in this. King is obsessed with finding Simon and killing him with this little gang. And like I said, Macdonald Carey is the only sane acting actor in this film. And I've always loved Macdonald Carey. To me, he'll always be Dr. Tom Horton on Days of Our Lives for many, many years. I watched him on that up until his death in 1994. And just to show you how iconic he was to that series, he is still the voice at the beginning to this day.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Iconic. But once Simon takes Joan to an area where he's going to let her go free again, because that's what she says she wants, of course, King and his group follow them there, and they try to attack them. And that's what leads Simon and Joan to meet these children. And the stories interlock. These children, the way that they are portrayed, they are so innocent because they haven't been around any other people. So whenever they meet these warm-blooded, normal people, it's sad almost the way that it is portrayed. And the leader of these children, played by Rachel Gray, is excellent. And then there's a boy amongst the children that finds King after he falls into the water from the rocks, and he rescues him. And there's a moment with those two where they become connected in the same manner that the rest of the children are connected to Simon and Joan. And, Simon and Joan are determined to try and protect these children and get them out of here and rescue them. They're not knowing that these children are radioactive and everything, and they are a danger to the outside world. And but what Bernard is doing with those children and what he's planning, it's just so odd with this, because it's almost like this story takes place in some post-apocalyptic future setting to where the world is about to end, and we need these children to bring us into the future and everything. They're going to be the future of humanity or some shit, and it's just it is odd in the story, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense in a lot of respects, but it is well acted, and it's well directed. But like I said, there's one person in here that seems like a normal person, and the rest of them are just so There are oddities all around poor Macdonald Carey in here, but well acted all around the board, though. Oliver Reed is his normal, awkward, strange self, like he is in most of these movies from Hammer. I mean, he very seldom got to play a normal, upstanding, cool guy in these films. He's usually playing those odd, weird characters. But he's excellent in this as King. And, of course, Shirley Ann Field as Joan she's so gorgeous, and she's an amazing little actress as well. So, it is an excellent film. It's just be prepared for the oddities that are going on within it. So my final review for The Damned, I am going to give this film a 8.6 out of 10. It is a really interesting, well-executed film, but it is, like I said, it's an odd film from its premise. And the promotional stuff did not do it any favors by making it appear like it's going to be a Village of the Damned style film, because, like I said, these children are not evil at all. So, what do you guys think of The Damned? Have you seen this film? Do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fan Plus member, you have access to an area on the channel where you can request a movie, TV series, or ranking video of your choosing. And when that video goes live, it will go up for all Plus members to view prior to it coming to all other subscribers on the channel. So if you want to get interactive and help to add more reviews to this channel, join the members area. Well, that's it for another Hammer Productions Night. If you missed last week's Hammer Productions Night, check out the link up here to get caught up on that one. Or if you missed any of the other Hammer Productions Night, be sure and check out the playlist right here to get caught up on any of them that you have missed.